This is the Brownstone Center News Update for Monday, August 4th, 2025. Let's go ahead and get some news together, shall we? Friday's job report showcased the most dramatic download revisions to employment growth since the onset of COVID-19. Bloomberg reports showed a downshift economists see as part of a broader trend of low response rates. Hours later, President Trump ordered the firing of senior labor statistics officials. Non-farm payrolls fell by 260,000 in May and June combined, due in part to seasonal adjustment issues. New hires, meanwhile, rose by 73,000 jobs in July, while recalculations brought average hiring over the last 3 months to just 35,000. Apple is actively developing a new ChatGPT-like AI-based search system to power its leading products and challenge Google's. The tech giant has assembled a team to build an in-house AI-powered answer engine that can be integrated into Siri, Spotlight, and Safari as it looks to improve Apple's intelligence offerings and regain market share from competitors. Pressure is mounting as leadership continues to extol AI's potential. More researchers defect to Meta, and rivals continue to pursue new AI-enabled alternatives to the iPhone. The numbers to watch this week are the U.S. labor market is likely to hold center stage this week in the wake of substantially lower revisions to recent payroll data. While new jobless claims have been declining in recent weeks, continuing applications for unemployment benefits remain at their highest level since 2021. Signs that unemployed Americans are having difficulty finding jobs are multiplying. Friday's U.S. employment report showed that new hires averaged just 35,000 from May through July, the lowest since the pandemic hit, and job openings dropped in June. Upcoming releases today or this week actually include tomorrow. The Institute for Supply Management will release its monthly Purchasing Managers Index, and Thursday, August 7th, the U.S. Department of Labor will release jobless claims for the previous week. More than 3,000 Boeing machinists in the unit that makes fighter jets went on strike this morning at midnight following last week's failed contract negotiations over salaries and pension benefits. Union officials rejected the troubled aerospace giant's proposed 4-year offer, which included a 20% wage bump. The last time the St. Louis area union went on strike was 1996. It lasted 99 days. A Boeing executive said a contingency plan has been implemented to avoid delays. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the nonprofit that distributes funding to NPR, PBS, and public radio and TV across the U.S., has announced it will shut down. The move comes after a congressional pull and vote to take $1.1 billion of federal funding, and it's the culmination of a White House effort to, quote, claw back funds that were already allocated to CPB for the next 2 years through the rescission bill. CPB says most positions will conclude September 30th through a small transition team will stay on until January. Berkshire Hathaway warned investors of potential tariff impacts as the company owned by Warren Buffett reported a small decline in operating earnings in the second quarter. Buffett's cash pile, which was $347 billion at the end of March, dipped slightly to $344.1. In May, the 94-year-old Buffett announced that he would step down as CEO at the end of 2025 to be succeeded by Greg Abel, Berkshire's vice chairman of non-insurance operations. Buffett intends to remain chairman of Berkshire's board. When it comes to climbing the corporate ladder, Generation X feels stuck in the molasses swamp. Executives born between 1965 and 1980, expecting to become CEO, find themselves trapped between massive demographic forces, the baby boomers who won't retire, and the millennials prized for their youth. That leaves the forgotten generation in the middle. According to the Wall Street Journal, the percentage of CEOs in their 30s, 40s, and 60s has climbed since 2017, while that of those in their 50s have dropped by 15%. For more news and information that you can use, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com. Check out Cityscape Radio throughout your day for sounds you'll remember and podcasts you'll enjoy. And don't forget Brownstone Living magazine with urban jazz guitarist Terrence Jung on the cover has officially dropped. Go ahead and register for the newsletter at brownstoneworldwide.com to have that delivered directly to you along with the Brownstone Brief every day. Don't forget also, follow us on all things social media at brownstoneworldwide.com and Brownstone Brief on Substack for journalistic commentary and content. We'll see you around.
Welcome to the neighborhood.